WWE put together the biggest ever episode of NXT last week, drawing the highest ratings in nearly half a decade. But yeah, this show did not have the likes of Cody, John Cena, The Undertaker, Oscar, but it did have some great NXT talents, and yeah, stuff really heating up in NXT as well. And yeah, this week's episode started off with a bada bing, bada boom, battle royale, and after a high energy battle royale, it came down to three teams. The Creed brothers eliminated Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, but their referees did not see it. Angel and Humberto got back in the ring and eliminated the Creeds in front of the official. However, the Creeds made their rivals pay by tripping Garza and setting up Carrillo to get stacked by Andre Chase for a surprise free. Chase U sneaked into victories in these situations, despite being rarely involved in the tag division, but Andre and Duke remain over, so it works, and Family versus Chase U will be fun. The two charismatic tag teams will pop a crowd and sell the Performance Centre audience whenever near full. This battle royal brought out some new rivalries, including the Brawling Brutes versus OTM, continuing key stories, and yeah, I think Creed brothers v almost Angel and Humberto will be very good as well. But yeah, I think the Family versus Chase U will be a very, very interesting match too. So yeah, that gets a 6 out of 10 from me. And yeah, very much looking forward to that match. I think that'll be a decent match next week. But anyway, Baron Corbin and Dijak then interrupted Trinity Meadowhouse and staked their claim for the NXT Championship. Ilya Dragunov then told everyone that it's going to be a fatal four-way match later on tonight, including Trick Williams. While they were shaken by a surprise announcement, he stood by Trick and cleared the heels with the ring with him. After Rika being put over by Hayes as a top babyface in NXT, WWE is going back to teasing him turning on Trick. It makes sense for John Cena to back Hayes if the plan was for him to become a top babyface in the gold brand. And so the whole segment felt pretty unnecessary, but I think, yeah, set it up later in case the Regis take it away. But yeah, you kind of got the feeling that maybe the heels could go over here, but who knows, we'll see later. It's in time for the Women's Breakout Tournament. Carmena Petrovic taking on Jacida Parker. While Parker showed a bit of offense here, she was quickly overshadowed by Petrovic, who took the win with a spin kick and a leg chin lock submission. This was mercifully short. Both women did not look ready for this spot and would have been better served working, better prepared as a performer. This is the problem though with this tournament. It can expose the inexperience. Both could have the potential down the line, but Petrovic is clearly athletic, but she'll be overwhelmed next to the more polished load of ice next week. I think it's fair to say. So yeah, I don't know. It gets a 5 out of 10 for me. It probably wasn't the best match you've ever seen, but I think, you know, just with the nature of this tournament, it's not going to be. But yeah, I think we will see them improve throughout, and that's the positive thing at least. Before it's time for Lyra Valkyrie versus Tegan Nox, accompanied by Natalia, and Nox came out swinging, nearly taking the win with a pair of money go-rounds, but Chelsea Green and Piper Niven appears. The distraction allowed Valkyrie to steal the victory with a roundhouse kick. While Nox and Natalia brawled with the women's tag champions, Valkyrie talked about her opportunity with Becky Lynch, who appeared on the Triton to warn her that she was good, but not as good as her. It's great to see Nox working serious matches finally. She shows interesting chemistry with the Valkyrie. And it should be explored further. It got a little sloppy down the stretch and interference broke up, but this was an exciting showcase. Two of the great rising stars, followed by a memorable Lynch promo made for an even bigger segment. Valkyrie has a major test next with the man. She's unlikely to win, but a strong showing will elevate her with Stratton. She needs to iron out the rough edges though, and facing the best woman WWE has to offer will help. And so yeah, I think it gets 6 out of 10. Building up a few separate storylines in here made this really quite intriguing. And yeah, 6 out of 10 for me. Kind of very intrigued to see where it goes in the future weeks too. Shotzi then faced off against Kiana James, and Kiana James had an answer to each big move from Shotzi but couldn't put her away. Roxanne Perez pulled a brick out of James' bag and set up a distraction. Shotzi blasted over the bag and then connected on the diving senton to win. Shotzi remains an in-ring work in progress, who could use more opportunities next week like this. This was an overlong and lacked heat, but both women showed more than they typically can do in the ring. James can pick up the pace more than she did here, and the amount of time they got did not translate to a successful match. However, the upcoming James v Perez will hopefully showcase better women in the best booking than recent booking has. So yeah, this probably gets a 5 out of 10 for me. It was alright, but yeah, for me the story didn't quite play in. The match wasn't the best either. So yeah, unfortunately, it gets a 5 out of 10 for me. We then got another match from the Women's Breakout Tournament, which was Ariana Grace versus Brittany Reese. Grace made her first NXT appearance since an injury in 2022, and she made the most of the moment. She poked Brittany Reese in the eye and hit a twisting stone to get the win. This was better than the other Women's Breakout Tournament, but it helped that Grace is TV ready. It's a shame she was sidelined for too long, but her presentation has been much improved. The match itself wasn't long, but Reese might not be ready for the stage. Hopefully Jackson recovers quickly, as she was a wild card for the tournament before her injury. But yeah, like I say, Grace may be the favourite for the tournament, but yeah, it's great to see her back because, yeah, like I say, I think she's probably the best woman in this tournament left, and yeah, probably my favourite to win maybe. Before it's time for the number one contenders match between Carmelo Hayes, Corbin and Dijak, and after Trick was attacked backstage before the main event, it became a triple threat. Corbin reversed Feast Your Eyes into an end of days, but Carmelo Hayes caught him with a nothing but net to win. This was so much better than anything else on the night. Each man worked like it was the most important match of their career, in particular Corbin, who was faster than he ever was. It was an absolute energy throughout. It seems WWE had one more match planned between Hayes and Dragunov. It teases to show any indication it could set up Meadow turning heel. Both Corbin and Dijak were fresher opponents from the Mad Dragon, but the listeners not have to take over those matches away. It just puts them on the back burner for later on in the show. So yeah, it gets a 7 out of 10 for me. I thought this was really good. The intrigue of Trick Williams being attacked and how that's all going to lead. Carmelo getting to win. I think one more match between those. No one's going to complain of that because, yeah, they work so well together. And I think just in general, a great match. And overall this week, NXT gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, a really good episode of NXT this week. Enjoyed it from start to finish. To be honest, wrestling's always fun. There were some women's matches in the middle, maybe were a bit sloppy, but I thought the main event, the intrigue throughout that, I thought, made a pretty decent episode of NXT this week. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and subscribe for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.